Hi, I'm Bryony Morey, also known as Nivychee. I have a degree in cartoon and comic arts, but I've never worked in industry. This is the process video for my entry for the Drawcrowd's Epic Character Contest. There were two parts of this contest from what I could tell. One was the design of the character itself, and the other was how the character was presented. Also, the contest required that the image was created in either Corel Painter or Clip Studio. Luckily for me, I use Clip Studio 90% of the time since I'm a webcomic artist. I find it is the best program out there for creating comics. Speaking of comics, for this contest I decided to do something based off of my webcomic, Toil with Travel. I wanted to do a new character, but one that could happily feature in my comics universe. I have a species called Fae in that comic, which are fairy-like creatures. Since I had established design rules about the type of creature this character would be, it was fairly easy to put down what I wanted, but I also wanted to push the design a little further than I normally do, for when I'm working in comics anyway. All of the Fae are based off of plants, so I decided to focus on water lilies, which are one of my favourite flowers, and run wild with the whole theme. The pose itself gave me a little bit of trouble, since I wanted to show off the character's roots-like feet, without doing a boring full character pose. In the end, I decided to put him in a throne, since I saw this character as being some sort of royalty. Once I had the sketch, I then work on values. After that, I lay down colours. There's a method I use, which I've nicknamed Split and Smush. I'll split the layers apart by hiding certain layers, and then combine the copy of displayed layers options to create a flat version of certain layers. I am then able to use the Convert Brightness to Opacity option. This means I could lock the values of the layer and change their colour easier than I could do if I was just using the straight up layer settings like multiply. It also means when I'm working on values, the colours underneath don't interfere. It's a new method for me, but one that has greatly improved my shading in my comic. Some people call this line sculpting. After the values and flat colours, I go into the overlay colours and shading so I can get the feel and lighting that I want. Once I'm happy, I'll smush them together by using combined copy of displayed layers again. I'll systematically use colour balance to push the colours further than I might do naturally when laying them down. And then I start painting, and painting, and painting, and painting, and painting, and painting. You may notice that the painting sometimes goes into black and white. This is so I can check the values and the depth of the painting. When using strong colours, they can sometimes trick your eyes into thinking there's more depth in a painting than there actually is. By using a correction layer set to 0 saturation, I am able to quickly hop between black and white and colour to check this. I cannot stress enough the importance of reference. I have a second screen so I can seamlessly check my reference, which is what I did for the water lilies. Even when painting in a cartoony style, it is important that you know what the thing you are painting looks like in reality. Also, by this point I was sick of water lilies. They were no longer my favourite flower. Unfortunately, I do not have the footage of the last parts of the painting, which is my bad. I had planned from the beginning to show the character's connection to water by having water spiral around him, but no matter how many times I tried to paint it, it didn't look right. As an artist, it's really important to edit pieces. You have to look at the work as a whole and be like, does this make the picture look better or worse? And in the end, I realised the water was making the painting look worse. Instead, I put little floating mystical lights. After all, I needed something to be there, since I had done all the shading to seem like there was a light source. When approaching this piece, and all throughout working on it, I acted as if someone told me that I had one piece, and this piece alone would show the world and industry who I am as an artist. In the end, I'm very proud of this piece.